Lionel Messi, the GOAT as a player, but after 20 legendary years on the pitch, he's retired, and now he wants more. He doesn't just want to be remembered as the best player of all time, he wants to become one of the GOAT managers. Before Messi can claim his second GOAT crown, he must complete 5 challenges. Number 1, win 3 league titles in Europe's top 5 leagues. Win the World Cup. Win the Copa Libertadores. Complete a treble as a manager and be named manager of the season. And this report just came in from Fabrizio Romano. He decided to join his boyhood club, Newell's. So let's get it started. Messi first season as a manager, and he didn't waste time. He signed free agents like Lozano, Malagón, Luis Chavez, Bogus, and Cesar Montes, and somehow took Newell's to second in the league and qualified for the Copa Libertadores. But it gets better. He won the Copa de la Liga, Messi's first trophy as a manager. Season 2, Messi missions get serious. Newell's topped their Copa Libertadores group, then went on to beat Sao Paulo 1-0, smash Boca Juniors 5-2, and edge past Atlético Nacional 2-1. And now in the finals against Corinthians. And if he beats Corinthians, he finishes one of his goals. 120 minutes later, 1 goal, history was made. Newell's win their first ever Copa Libertadores with Messi as the manager. And Messi's first challenge is complete. But just as the celebrations begin, Fabrizio Romano drops a bomb. He said Messi has received offers from Napoli, Aston Villa, and Marseille for the management position. Is this the end of Messi at Newell's or just the beginning? Comment below what you think he'll do next. Season 3, and Messi takes on the Premier League. He's now the new manager of Aston Villa. He brought in familiar faces including Silvetti from Newell's, but the big signing, Barcelona wonderkid Pau Cubarsí at center back. This is how the lineup looks like in Season 1. And also, don't sleep on the youth scouts. They might have just found a Messi region, but at the end of the season, Villa finished 7th, with Europa League secured. The Champions League, they finished 20th in the league stage. They beat Sporting 6-0, but lost in the round of 16 against PSG. And the player stats, the top performers were Watkins and Rogers combined for 76 goals and assists, while Silvetti added 17 of his own. Messi Projects is alive and building. Can he go all the way in Season 4? Season 4, Messi is building something special at Aston Villa. Big signing this year, including his ex-teammate Lautaro Martinez. Now with death and firepower, Villa were ready to fight on all fronts. They finished 3rd in the Premier League and dominate the Europa League, going unbeaten in the group stage. In the knockouts, they went against Basel, beat them 7-3, 3-0 against Atalanta, and 4-2 in the semifinals against Besiktas. Now they face in the finals Athletic Club, and Lautaro got denied in the 31st minute, and then in the 34th minute, double shot got saved by the keeper. But in the 64th minute, Konsa lays it off to Silvetti, who buries it. And just like that, Aston Villa are Europa League champions. Messi lifts his first European trophy as a manager, and once again, Rogers goes insane, and Lautaro and Silvetti each bag 20 plus goals. This team is cooking. What is next for Messi's team? Season 5, and he signs another ex-teammate in McAllister and brings in rising star Ben Seguir. And first up is the European Super Cup against Real Madrid, and it ends in a heartbreak and a 2-1 loss. But then drops a bomb saying this is his last season. I'm going to manage Argentina at the end of the season. And what a send-off it was, because Aston Villa win the Premier League, and Messi now has 1/3 league titles to complete. Not great in the Champions League though, finishing 34th. But the squad was on fire. McAllister and Lautaro were unstoppable, with Silvetti right behind. One chapter closes, but the World Cup awaits with his new team in Argentina. Season 6, and Messi takes on the biggest stage of all, the World Cup. Grouped with Hungary, Croatia, and Germany, it was the group of death. But if anyone could survive it, it was Messi. Argentina finished first, Croatia out, and Germany gone. In the semifinals, they beat the USA, and in the finals against France, the same team Messi beat as a player. And now, as a manager, he beats them again. Messi wins the World Cup twice. once with boots and now with the clipboard. Another challenge complete. The GOAT manager story is becoming real. Like the video if you believe he can do it. Season 7, and Fabrizio Romano just dropped a bomb. Messi is the new manager of Napoli. This new squad is decent, but Messi saw the cracks and wasted no time in the transfer market. They finished 4th in Serie A and clinched the Champions League. But this year Champions League, a disaster. Knocked out in the group stage and also lost in the Italian Super Cup. But still, the attack was unreal. Sidemen and Costulas are combined for 54 goals. But if Messi wants to win in Europe, defense is the next mission. Can he turn Napoli into Champions League contenders? Season 8, and Messi starts with a bang. He brings in Silvetti, the Argentinian wonderkid he's built his legacy around. And alongside new star signings, Napoli looks like a title-winning machine. Their first big test, the Italian Cup final versus Lazio. But it starts off rough. In the 19th minute, Napoli concede and they're 1-0 down. But in the 30th minute, Silvetti sparks life, finding Joe Bellingham, and he smashes it in. It's 1-1. 41st minute, Silvetti again does it himself, bursts down the left and buries it. It's 2-1. 61st minute, Elanga flies in from the left and scores a beauty. Napoli leave the Coppa Italia, first trophy of the season secured. But they're not done. Napoli go on to win the Serie A title, dominating the league. That's 2 out of 3 for the treble. Only one left, the Champions League. They finish 6th in the league stage and go on a rampage. 5-1 versus Monaco in the round of 16, win in the quarterfinals, and 3-2 thriller against Bayern Munich in the semis. And then the final against Barcelona, Messi's old team. And in the 4th minute, Lamine Yamal finds Endrick, who scores. And Barca strike first is 1-0. In the 90th minute, Joe Bellingham gives it to Silvetti and he scores again. 1-1. And who else but Silvetti once again, who Rico Lewis gives a pass to and he scores. And when the final whistle blows, Napoli are champions of Europe. Messi completes the treble, wins his first Champions League as a manager, and checks off another GOAT challenge. Season 9 kicks off with a huge signing. João Neves joins Napoli. And just weeks later, Messi is crowned manager of the season. Another GOAT challenge complete. But Messi isn't done yet. Napoli wins Serie A again. They leave the Serie A Supercoppa and they add the European Super Cup to the collection. And then comes to the Champions League, unbeaten in the league stage. They win 5-4 against Barcelona, 4-1 against Real Sociedad, and 5-3 against Union Berlin. And in the final against Chelsea, Napoli do it again. Napoli is a back-to-back Champions League winner. Messi dynasty is real. Only one challenge left. Is he already the GOAT manager or is the best still to come? Season 10 and Messi keeps stacking silverware. Another Serie A title and another European Super Cup. In the Champions League, Napoli finished 2nd in the group, beat Lyon in the round of 16, but fall short, losing 4-3 to Manchester City in the quarterfinals. Still, Costulas and Silvetti were electric, combining for 76 goals and assists. And then boom! Fabrizio Romano confirms Messi is leaving Napoli and returning to Barcelona, but as a manager. One final challenge left to become the GOAT manager. Season 11, and Messi is back at Barcelona, but this time as a manager. And he's building a dynasty. He brings back Greek superstar Costulas, adds world-class talent, and the squad looks insane. They dominate La Liga, win the Supercopa of España and the Copa del Rey, a domestic clean sweep. But in the Champions League, they go out in the round of 16, losing 5-3 to Wolfsburg. Still, the stars shined. Endrick was elite and Lamine Yamal, 48-goal contribution. The foundation is set. The final chapter is coming. Season 12, and disaster strikes early. Our star center back is stolen by Monaco, release clause triggered. Before we can recover, Lewis Hall is gone too. Real Madrid pay his clause. But we don't panic. We bring home a la Masia gem Alejandro Balde, and the squad is patched up, hungry and ready. Domestically, we win La Liga again. In the Champions League, we finish 5th in the league stage, Then 6-3 versus Fiorentina, 4-2 versus Borussia Mönchengladbach, and 2-0 versus Aston Villa, Messi's old squad. And now in the final, another old squad in PSG. The world is watching, and in the 12th minute, Lamine Yamal drives down the right, squares it to Costa Luz, and he scores. 27th minute, Costa with a through ball to Endrick, and it's 2-0. But PSG hit back with the 42nd minute, Barrios make it 1-1, and in the 50th minute, Mayulu ties it 2-2. The momentum has shifted, but in the 80th minute, Endrick breaks free, and boom, he scores the winner 3-2. Messi watches from the sideline, fist clenched, and he wins another Champions League trophy as a manager. Season 13, and it begins with a bombshell. Costola's gone. Newcastle pay a record-shattering $470 million. But when Messi loses a star, he makes magic. And there was only one name to call. Silvetti is back. He rebuilds again, signing world-class talent. And signing this Barcelona squad isn't just good, it's legendary. La Supercopa won. UEFA Super Cup secured. La Liga, one win away from going invincible and hitting 100 points. And in Europe, they topped the Champions League group again. Steamrolled through the knockouts and now the final, Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. But first, one last league match. Lamine Yamal threads a perfect pass and Endrick scores. Then Silvetti with a first-time rocket. 2-0 win, 100 points, unbeaten, a Centurion and invincible season. Now to finish it all, Champions League final versus Bayern. Endrick and Silvetti unstoppable. 3-1 was the final score. Messi win back-to-back Champions League, goes unbeaten in the league, and finishes his career as the undisputed GOAT player and manager. The challenge is complete. If you liked the video, please subscribe. If you think Messi is the GOAT, subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.